There's not many desserts or sweets that are as packed with nostalgia as crepes are. Though I never really liked the name because it sounds too much like what a plural of crap would be. Crap, crepe, something like that. In my native language they are called clătite, and in my opinion it sounds a bit more sweet. Regardless of your preference and name, today I will share with you my grandma's recipe for this easy, simple, and delicious classic dessert. If you've seen any of my other videos and you decided to come back for more, then I assume that you are finding some value in them. If that's the case, please bless me with your kindness by subscribing to the channel, as it helps me grow and become better. In return, I promise to bring you higher value content each time. Thank you very much. And speaking about easy and simple, all you need for this recipe is 4 eggs, a bit of cooking oil, 400 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 400 milliliters of sparkling water, and 400 milliliters of milk. As you may have realized, for each egg we are adding 100 grams or milliliters of each of the other main ingredients. And if you consider that one recipe, then we can make it even more streamlined, so that for each egg recipe you will get 4 crepes. Me and my family love crepes a lot, and today I'm making 16 of them. Cheat day, here I come! At the same time, the tools needed for this recipe are a scale for measuring, a large bowl and whisk for mixing, a large pan and a ladle for portioning and cooking, and then a large plate for storing them as they come out of the pan. We will start the prep by adding all the liquids, the salt, and the fresh eggs into the bowl. Just make sure to burst all the yolks before you start mixing, as they can be quite pesky to whisk and take a long time to get incorporated because they just slide between the whisk wires as if to spite you and create drama where drama should never exist. That's why I take my time and poke them first to avoid anger management later. Then mix well with the whisk until all the ingredients are fully incorporated. Once that's done, then we can start adding the flour in. And I will advise you to add it in 1 tablespoon increments to avoid clumps. But if you're a rebel and if you want to dump it all in at the same time and whisk it, then feel free to explore that side of you as well. For those of us more orderly inclined, add a tablespoon of flour to the mix, incorporate it with the whisk, and repeat until all the flour is used. At this stage you will notice that the batter is still quite liquid, and that's fine. Give it 5 minutes to rest and it will thicken up as the flour particles hydrate. As you can see, 5 minutes later there's a significant difference in the viscosity of the batter, and this is our cue that we can start cooking this delicious dessert. So put the pan on high heat, let it get to temperature, and add a drop of cooking oil into it. If you have a silicone or a pastry brush, then spreading the oil in the pan will be much easier and uniform, but if you don't, just moving the oil in the pan like I am will work just fine as well. I have the brush, but I was just being lazy to look for it, or desperately impatient to cook one fast and taste this fantastic taste of my childhood. Regardless, when the pan and oil is hot, pour a ladle of butter into it and spread it so that it covers the full surface of the pan. Use a full ladle if you want them to be a bit thicker, but of course this may differ based on your ladle size. It takes about 2 minutes on each side to cook properly at high heat. You may like it a bit more well done, so I'm not going to try to influence you with my preferences. You do you, and know that the first crepe is the test one. This one must always be eaten piping hot, and it becomes the benchmark for the rest. You can always pick under it with a silicone spatula to see if it's done and ready to flip by your own standards. Then when it's done, put it on the plate and continue, because if you're like me, you have a long way to go. Still, when nobody is looking, you can grab one and just munch on it quick. Even challenge yourself to see if you can fit a whole crepe in your mouth at once, just in case someone may walk in on you. You can always gesticulate that you're holding your breath and wave them off. Nobody needs to know how many crepes you initially prepped for. That's our little secret. When it comes to fillers, your memory is the limit. Peanut butter and homemade jam is my jam. But chocolate and bananas is fantastic as well. They can even be filled with savory things or meaty goodness for a more main dish approach. Again, your imagination, nostalgic memories and cravings are the limit. Also, don't forget that sharing is caring, so share some of them with your loved ones and share this video with others so that you may visit them and get crepes wherever you go for free without making them yourself. I hope this video was useful, and if it was, please like and subscribe to the channel for more delicious recipes like this. Bye bye.